Three moments that stopped the football world completely. June 16th, Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City. A 39-year-old man walked onto a World Cup pitch for the sixth time in his career and produced one of the most remarkable individual performances the greatest football tournament on earth has ever seen. A hat trick. His first ever at a World Cup. 16 goals in total. Joint all-time record. And then, almost before the celebrations had finished, the cameras caught something that told you everything you needed to know about Lionel Messi. He was already focused on what comes next, because that is what separates legends from everyone else. Not the performance, not the achievement, not the record-breaking, but the refusal to stop. The refusal to be satisfied. The refusal to let one great night become the reason you take the next one for granted. And the next one is coming. June 22nd, AT&T Stadium, Dallas, Texas. Argentina versus Austria. Today we are going to take you inside everything. How Messi is preparing. How Argentina are preparing. Who Austria are. Why this match is harder than most people think. And why what happens in Dallas on Monday could tell us everything about whether Argentina can truly defend their World Cup crown. After a performance like that, after 3 World Cup goals, after tying Miroslav Klose's all-time record, after making an entire stadium erupt on what was his 200th international appearance, most footballers would allow themselves a moment. A day off. A celebration. A breath. Not Messi. Reports coming out of Argentina's training camp in Kansas City tell a story that should not surprise anyone who has followed this man's career. Even after the hat trick, even after the history, Messi was back on the training pitch, focused, quiet, and already locked into the next challenge. And here is the detail that tells you everything about what kind of preparation this has been. Before this World Cup even began, before a single ball was kicked in Kansas City, Messi underwent what people close to him are describing as a special, highly secretive preparation program. His biographer revealed the truth behind Messi's extraordinary start to this tournament. Messi underwent special, highly secretive preparation. Did you see Inter Miami's last 4 matches? He was flying literally. Even DePaul was impressed. He came on in a friendly against Iceland and changed everything. His entire objective was the World Cup. Think about that. At 39 years old, this man planned his entire year around arriving at this World Cup in the best possible condition. He did not come here hoping to be fit. He came here having engineered his fitness with the same precision and intelligence he applies to everything else in his football life. And now, coming off a hat-trick performance, his body is warm, his confidence is at its absolute peak, and his eyes are already looking at Dallas. There is one more thing worth knowing. One more goal, just one, and Messi becomes the outright highest scorer in World Cup history. Alone. Ahead of everyone who has ever played this game. 17 goals at a World Cup. A record that may stand forever. Austria have been warned. The entire world has been warned. Argentina's base for this World Cup is the Compass Minerals National Performance Center in Kansas City, the same training facility used by MLS side Sporting Kansas City. It is modern, well-equipped, and was chosen specifically by the Argentine Football Association after months of research and inspection visits by the coaching and fitness staff. The attention to detail has been remarkable. The choice of Kansas City was deliberate, the distance between venues, the climate, the facilities. Nothing has been left to chance. And inside that training ground right now, Argentina are preparing differently for Austria than they prepared for Algeria. And that difference is significant. Head coach Lionel Scaloni, the man who lifted the World Cup trophy in Qatar in 2022, and is now attempting to become the first manager to win back-to-back World Cups since Vittorio Pozzo with Italy in 1938, has reportedly decided he will not use the same starting 11 that destroyed Algeria. This is not a panic. This is not a problem. This is exactly the kind of squad management that smart coaches use at tournaments, because at a World Cup, you play every 6 days and the accumulation of effort over 7 matches determines champions, not one brilliant opening night. Several players who were managing fitness concerns before Algeria could now return. Enzo Fernandez, who was outstanding against Algeria even while not at full sharpness, is set to be even more influential. The midfield trio of Fernandez, McAllister, and Paul gives Argentina a platform that very few nations in this tournament can match. And Messi, who came through the Algeria match in extraordinary physical condition, is expected to start against Austria. Because Scaloni knows something important. One more goal and Messi makes history that will never be matched. You do not rest the man who is one strike away from owning the greatest individual scoring record in World Cup history. TNT Stadium, Dallas, Texas. Argentina versus Austria. The champions continue their journey. And if the opening night taught us anything, it is that this story is nowhere near finished. If this video gave you something new, like and subscribe so you never miss the next chapter. And drop a comment below. Will Messi score goal number 17 against Austria? The history is waiting.